with your host, Jack Posobiec.
Deliver us from evil.
A judge in Illinois just ruled illegal immigrants have the right to keep and bear arms.
President Biden says the House and Senate are working to finalize a package that can be brought to the floor, and he will sign it immediately.
Today, former President Donald Trump told the Supreme Court he should be granted absolute immunity in the election interference case, saying a ruling against him would incapacitate every future president and open them up to blackmail and extortion.
Last night, a federal appeals court put SB 4, basically the law, back on hold, but there is another change. The appeal is once again setting off uncertainty along the border. The late night order came from the 5th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. This comes basically as the U.S. Supreme Court had cleared the way for the strict immigration law to allow state law enforcement officials to arrest those who come into this country illegally.
The closely watched Republican Senate race in Ohio. NBC News projects Trump-backed Bernie Moreno has won the GOP primary in the Buckeye State.
Let's hear a round of applause for a patriot, a hero, and a proud American, Dr. Peter Navarro. A political prisoner, and let's get it going loud enough that Peter will be able to hear us behind the walls of that jail in Miami where he sits tonight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard today's edition of Human Events Daily, live back in Washington, D.C. Today is March 20th, 2024, Anno Domini. As you saw, that was our event last night. Mar-a-Lago flew back to D.C. Now we're here because we got a lot going on, but more importantly, and most importantly, Peter Navarro. Peter Navarro is a political prisoner. He's being held behind bars. I want everyone to go to givesendgo.com/Navarro. I'm going to say it again, givesendgo.com/Navarro. I'm going to be tweeting this out, but we do have also his address, his prisoner number 04370. Prisoner number 04370. Now, you might know him as Dr. Peter Navarro. You might recall that he was the thorn in the side of the Chinese Communist Party. You might even remember that he was the first person to call for Dr. Anthony Fauci to be fired before anyone did. And now his name, under the Biden administration, is prisoner number 04370. Do you get it yet? They came for him. They'll come for you. They'll come for your family. They will come for your children. They're already coming for your children. And this is why yesterday we also announced at that event that we signed a deal on a new book that we're putting together, Skyhorse Publishing. And we're doing this. It's myself, Joshua Lysick. He'll be up later in the show today. The book is all about how to understand the enemy, how to identify the enemy's playbook, and most importantly, the playbook to defeat them. It's called The Unhumans, the secret history of communist revolutions and how to crush them. We go through, and this is what we did is we took the China files. We took the Chronicles of the Revolution, everything that you've seen from Human Events Daily that you've seen here on the show. We took all that, synthesized it, we're adding new to it, and we've come up with a system that communists use, whether the communists of the past, the Marxist-Leninists, the Maoists, or the cultural Marxists of today. And we show you how to break their system. But most importantly, we show you how to effectively fight back. The right is up against ascendant cultural Marxism, and they're spending the day today in the House complaining that Biden isn't held to the same standard as Trump. Oh, there's a double standard. Oh, you're not playing by the rules. You're not playing fair. This isn't how you beat the communists. This ain't it at all. And so many people are sitting there saying, oh, Jack, but you see this? Is anybody getting impeached? Anybody getting arrested? Peter Navarro is behind jail cell right now. Peter Navarro is behind bars. And you're sitting up there complaining about double standards and hypocrisy. This is why the right loses. This is why the right has lost for 40 years. You win elections, but you lose the country. It's time to start going on offense. We're going to play smash mouth. You take one of ours down, we take 10 of yours down. Darren Beattie joins me next here at Human Events Daily. Continue.